Oh boy, another Bokksu. Get done. I got done with my River City Girls 2 stream. Now I'm on to this. So this is November's box, done in October. As usual, I always list them the month of I release the video, not the month itself. So we'll see how this goes. Last month was not the best. So we went from really good to not so much. So cha-cha time. Okay. So this one definitely has a tea theme to it, and matcha theme to it. So here we go. Experience one of Japan's famous traditions, sado, or the Japanese tea ceremony. Ooh, this sounds interesting. Steeped in meaning and history, the custom is rooted in the principles of harmony, respect, and tranquility between the guest, host, and nature. This month, we've curated a variety of snacks that bring a sense of calm when enjoyed with a piping hot cup of tea. So, list of stuff where it's from, and the Let's Learn Japanese page. So, you know me, Japanese teacup, kyusu, teapot, kyuke, rest, and yuge, steam. As usual, we get our tea going first. And it's not all matcha stuff, so that's going to help. From what I'm seeing, I just need to find the tea itself. Aha! The Hojicha tea latte. Let a sense of calm wash over you as you enjoy the Hojicha tea latte, type of green tea roasted, giving it a layered flavor profile. It's also low in caffeine content, relaxes the mind, and is highly fragrant, even when mixed with milk. Okay. Mix the entire packet with milk. Okay, so it's a milk latte. This is going to be different. So I had it all set up to do some hot water, but looks like this is a milk latte. So let me go get that done instead. So it's not the best mixture, but on the fly. So I'm not used to milk tea, so let's see how this goes. Ah. Nice and light. I have unflavored silk, so it's not all that sugary. The latte does enough to give it a little bit of extra flavor, and I think it works with soy milk just fine. I'm sure it's good with dairy milk as well, but it'll be a change of pace from the normal hot teas that I drink while I'm doing this. So, always good to have something different. especially since I've been at this for about a year and a half now. In every Bokksu box, we always add a tea pairing, and it's not only because I love tea so much, I drink several cups a day, smart move, it's also because in Japan, people traditionally drink tea when eating sweets. This month, I'm super excited to share this month's thoughtful, curated theme that is centered around my favorite beverage. So, we got ourselves a waffle cake already. So, waffle cake. Or waffle cookie, excuse me. And this is different. Chestnut. I don't think I've had chestnut yet. Interesting. A lightly flavored chestnut cream is sandwiched between two crispy and buttery biscuits for a tea time accompaniment. Chestnut is not something I'm used to. They tend to focus a lot on soy, sesame seeds, bean pastes, maybe some other sugary things, but chestnut is different. So I'm curious. Now, can I get you out of the bag? It's stuck in the hard. Yeah, it was stuck in the hard thing. So there we go. Let's see if we can get a lot of cream in there, and then kind of, yeah, you can see it's a pretty big, thick guy. Very nice and light sugar. Almost like an almond or another type of nut. But not enough that it kind of overwhelms the cookie. Again, here's the cream there. That is really good. Alright, so it says Tyrolean on it. So, what are you going to be? Tyrolean cream roll cookie, vanilla. Since it debuted in 1962, this roll cookie has been baked according to a traditional Austrian recipe with fresh milk and butter. We're excited for you to try the popular vanilla flavor. It's a very... it's shaped like one of those Chinese finger traps. Pretty substantial. It's got some markings on it. Pretty thick vanilla cream in there. And there's another view of it. You can see how substantial it is when the camera trying to work with me. So if the cameras end up working with me or not, it'll work itself out in the end, I'm sure. Fairly subtle. Very much so, in fact. Much like the chestnut. It's just, there's sugar in there, but it's nothing overpowering. Okay. It says almond and caramel. So, Zeppin caramel almond okaki. Bite into these okaki, which are fried crackers made of mochigome rice. This iteration features almonds and caramel. Okay, so they're going for a sweet and savory mixture here. Rice cracker senbei, bite-sized with bite-sized with the... yeah, and my camera's trying to get back in focus. Good on them. Maybe not so bite-sized. But you can see the coating on there for sure. Very substantial. Very big. I can taste the almond quite a bit. Unlike the other ones, this one immediately hits you with the nut flavor. So, okay. Uh-oh, it's one of those... It's one of those flavor cube candies. That's got like edible paper in it. Okay. It's not, is it the mochi? No. It's not that one. It's not those. Aha, here we go. The Kohakuka Ugaroshi content. Guava. Made with fresh guava grown in Okinawa, this jelly candy springs with each bite. Pro tip, enjoy it to be chilled, and be sure to eat the edible wrapper. So obviously the first wrapper is not the one, it's the edible wrapper around it. So, yes, you can see there's a wrapping paper around the guava. It's like hardened Jell-O. I think a different flavor would be more to my preference. Maybe like orange or something. I don't know, the consistency is it's not my thing. It might be somebody else's. Like I said, kind of hardened Jell-O. A lot thicker. Like a brownie consistency, but like Jell-O instead. That's the best way I would describe that. So, not the best flavor, but... Sorry about that. Most times I try to avoid stopping now, but because that was like a milk-based thing and had a lot of residue at the bottom, so I'm putting it in the bottom here. So we got interesting one there. What do we got here? Come on, microphone, don't play dumb. Same page. This is good. The let's see, Joey Sobe, it's pretty hard to pronounce, Okoshi, matcha. This crunchy morsel is an Okoshi, a snack with a history of more than 1,000 years, and that's similar to a Rice Krispie treat. Good start. One bite is all you need to taste the deep flavors of matcha green tea. So the guava was not the greatest, but what I'm definitely noticing with this box is subtle flavoring. Nothing super overpowering, nothing in your face. Probably something that works. These are like those Azuki Crunches that I'm a huge fan of. I think it's slightly different consistency, so it's more like a Rice Krispie treat. Exactly like it. Just a little more toasted. So, again, the matcha is there, but more sugar still available. But yeah, the difference between the Azuki Crunch is it's more sugar packed and flavor packed. This is take a Rice Krispie treat, put some matcha flavor into it, toast it up a little bit, and you probably got it. One of those. All right, this looks like a mochi. So here's the packaging. What do we got? Kurumi Walnut Mochi. Kurumi is in the character from Raincoat. I know how to say that name, all right. Chopped walnuts are kneaded right into this soft mochi. There's faint notes of soy sauce that pair well with the sugar coating for a slightly umami or savory flavor. You had me with walnut. I don't know about the soy sauce. I hope it's faint. So, do you really need soy sauce in a sugar-based flavor? I don't know. I suppose we'll find out. And there's that spongy mochi right there. It's got a powdered coating to it. Okay, now I can see why they would add the soy sauce. It blends itself to get it a little bit more easier to eat. The walnut is there. I'm really liking the nut flavored profile of a lot of these snacks. The soy sauce is enough, but not in the, oh my god, it's drenched in it sort of way. It's in the, oh, we need just a little bit just to add to the walnut a little bit. I'm surprised. I like that. This is a much better box than last month. Because it's not as in your face and it's not as bleh. One of those. And we've got the candied edamame there. So I don't have a favorite yet. I want to say the Tyrolean cream, maybe, but I'm not as sure. Okay. Wow. Let's see if I can get this in there. Oh dear. Well, they went for something different. I was hoping it was edamame. It is not. Each savory pistachio is coated in a thin layer of spicy wasabi. Wasabi. However you'd like to pronounce it. For an irresistible snack that wakes up your taste buds. Oh, I'm sure it will. These flavored pistachios might not be an obvious choice when picking a snack to pair with tea. Waiting for an ambulance pass by. These spicy nuts are not for the faint of heart. Gee, you don't say. Well, great. This was a great month until this. Well, I can smell it right away. Yeah, it's kind of dusted and coated. They're not that big. Spicy wasabi pistachios. All right. On the spiciness scale, I was expecting a 2 or a 3. This is like a 0.5. I'm way less annoyed. Thank God. The pistachio is a tough nut to get a taste for. I tend to go for slightly flavored stuff, almost like corn nuts, if I'm going to do pistachios. I've also had pistachio ice cream sometimes at Haagen-Dazs. It works. Yeah, like I said, I was fearful, and then this was nothing. So. Yeah, you have to kind of get it on the tip of your tongue to have anything. The wasabi hits you like for a second and it's gone. Thank you, because it's there. It lingers slightly, but nowhere near as bad as I was hoping. I've had worse. I've had much worse. Did they give me another one of these guys? Weird. Alright. This is a Castella cake. So I'm kind of digging into the bag a little bit, saving the bigger ones. So, not bad. Just kind of there, like the walnut. Let's see. Honey Castella cake. Classical festival delight. This fluffy Castella cake is flavored with honey as a satisfying treat. A fun fact, the cake itself was brought to Japan by the Portuguese merchants in the 16th century. Kind of glad that it's not like the financier cakes, which are the super long ones. It's more of the simple square. Oh no. Almost ripped into it a little bit. So part of the top came off. So that's unfortunate, but still mostly intact. It's like eating banana bread, but honey. Pretty good. Those are chips. This looks pretty big. That's a chocolate bar. It's like chocolate biscuits. Alfort Mini Chocolate. So this looks like this is going to be something I'm going to have to dig into a little later. So, because that's what happens is I get done with the main show of it, and then I just eat the thing. Okay. So where... Aha. Sorry. Swallowed a little bit. Alfort Mini Chocolate. Chestnuts. There we go with chestnuts again, giving me something different. Rich chocolate envelopes and individual cookies in this classic Japanese snack. For this limited edition version, it is infused with the flavor of chestnuts. Okay. I'm hoping that this doesn't melt it. I think it would. It's only about 50 to 60 degrees. If this was summer, this probably would have been a terrible idea. But again, this is more of a... This is not like a full-on chocolate. This is more of a chocolate biscuit. Well, there's chocolate on one side, and I can feel it kind of... So yeah, the best way I would describe it is a chocolate on one side, biscuit on the other. So there's biscuit, and I can feel the chestnuts late. Oh, chocolate is good. There's a lot of them. So this might be something I just have to dig into right now. You can see how many of them there are, and they're probably going to... Yeah. I think the chocolate is what makes it. The consistency is also good. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay, that was definitely a 5. It was a subtle 5, but it sneaks in there. It's one of those that you have one and you just realize you just want all of it. And as you can see, I had all of it at once, and I'm glad. That was the best thing so far, bar none. So this is a much better month than last month. Kyoto Machi waffle sandwich. Wispy waffle sandwich. It's perfectly golden with smooth cream that marries sweet white chocolate, good start, with slightly bitter matcha green tea from Kyoto in the middle. You had me at white chocolate. You ducked me a little bit with the matcha tea, but let's see. Matcha is hit or miss as a sweetener, especially with white chocolate. White chocolate's good enough. You shouldn't have to mix it with anything. Very matcha. Very thick. Or very long and thin, excuse me. Best way I would describe this is if the Hershey bar kind of stuff that I had, if Hershey made a matcha tea flavor, which I'm sure maybe in Japan or some Asian country they have, it's an acquired taste. The waffle cone itself is good, and I think that's what adds to it. It's like a thin layer. Again, like the mini chocolate biscuits, better than I initially thought. I thought I would kind of despise it, but the matcha actually works because of the crispiness of the waffle. So, all right, we're getting down to the great here. We got star flavored rice puffs. Look like. And right. All right. Okay, Star of Niigata, Amakara rice crackers. We're seeing stars with these delectable rice crackers. Funny. Each tiny senbei is coated in soy sauce sweetened with sugar for the ultimate Amakara sweet and salty flavor party in your mouth. Again, much like that walnut cake, the soy sauce content is going to determine the benefit of this, and they made. There we go. Had to cut down on the. It's one of those bags that was like full, just completely full. Oh boy. This is like 70-30 soy to sugar. I could definitely taste the sugars there. This is very unique. How would I describe this? Like salt and sugar chips or something? It's okay. But, different. Very different. But again, I'm noticing a trend. The things that I hated at first are more likable than I thought. Okay. time. Those were very, very, very dirty, very dusty, very everything. But again, I am definitely noticing subtle flavors, and even the ones that aren't. I think the last 3 or 4 that I've gotten are on the side of, this is better than I thought, and I am impressed. Because I thought I would hate the thing, or not go for the thing. Alright. So, Uru rice chips, corn is it potage? Potage? It's I don't know if they're going for potage. I don't know if they're going for Japanese pronunciation there or not. But Uru rice chips. Let's see. Flavor of corn soup, also known as corn potage. I mean, it's probably potage, is captured in these addicting bite-sized crackers. Now, corn soup. That is not something I've had, so I don't know what I'm in for. I could definitely smell something right off the bat. Whether that's good or bad, I do not know. But I've been pleasantly surprised all day. They're pretty thick. Not great. These would be something that I'd say you dip into something else to taste better. They're not the best. But I've had way worse. Though it's definitely on like a 1.5 at best. It's not terrible, but it is not impressive. Just like Justine said. Of course I was going to get the Persona 5 reference. What do I look like? And oh dear. Okay, good. Well, the camera decided it was going all blue for a second, and then it wasn't. Thank God. So. Alright. So. As usual. Over the last 4 to 6 months, I've been trying to pick, like, the best thing to finish on. And apologies, the camera's a little uneven, it looks like, for this section there. There we go, it's a little better. Sorry for showing off my legs a little bit. There. I'm wearing shorts, by the way. I'm going shopping after this. Anyway, let's see. Let's pick what we've got here. So I won't be in trouble. Anyway, Scone Chobe Ryu. Spice curry flavor. Okay, addicting corn snack highlights cumin, coriander, and turmeric spices found in your curry for an unforgettable umami taste. Alright, so curry scone. And then we've got black sesame roll cake and then plum gummy. Ume plum nanko gummy. So made with puree nanko ume, specific type of Japanese plum for Wakayama Prefecture. These gummies are subtly sweet with a gooey center. Probably going to have that first. Black sesame, again, I'm kind of up and down on. Right. Black sesame roll cake. Slow down your day with the pairing of your favorite tea with this honey-flavored sponge cake filled with filled with black sesame paste and white bean paste for a rich flavor profile. I want to save this for last. The black sesame does give me a little bit of concern, but of the 3 things, I'm probably going to go plum gummy, spicy curry chip Cheeto thing, and then the cake. So we should be out of here by 37 minutes, give or take. That's usually in line with what we do here. But yes, Bokksu is like $40 to $50 per month, depending on the subscription that you choose and the length. Much like a Sakurako or Tokyo Treat or something like that, Bokksu has been my go-to. And this has been a great experience. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and let's get going with these final 3. Pretty good. Might end up regretting going with that first, because that was easily pretty good. Once again, very subtle. Something tells me this is going to be not so much. This is the curry flavored spice Cheeto looking thing. It also says on here, savory and spiciness with flavorful vegetables made like an illusion. And oh boy, this is pretty intense. But the consistency works. The powder is very intense. This was the spice I was expecting from the wasabi, but I got it here with the curry flavored thing. That's good. That's very good. Let's hope that the black sesame... Again, I do think the mini chocolates were the best, but the potage chips were the worst, but they were not terrible. I've had things that I just did not like at all. That was not always the case. And silicone gel. Okay, so this is the black sesame roll with some white bean paste. There's some honey in there. It's big. Oh man, this thing is thick. So yeah, you can see it's like in the palm of my hand here. Almost. And shaped like a cinnamon roll, but it's pretty dang thick. But it's not like bulbous like a cinnamon roll would be. Let's see what this sponge cake is like. Fairly unique. The sesame overshoots everything else, but the honey's there to balance it out properly. There's some white bean paste in there too. So again, black sesame can overpower you sometimes, and it's not the best in certain things. This was certainly a good thing to end on. Oh. Overall, hard month to beat. Not the best, but very subtle, very nice. Cool chestnut, walnut, almond kind of flavors. Matcha flavors. Some of the stuff didn't work, but a lot of the stuff is better than I expected when I looked at it. And I'm very pleased with it. And I'm going to get the rest of this eaten off camera. But for now, I will see you guys next month.